there's lots of ways to go backwards. There's only one way to go forward,
Mm-hmm.
and that is like one step, right? So life is nothing more than a bunch of first steps. You're not going to go anywhere without taking that first step. And then the next day is just another first step. And, maybe today I don't take one. I tried to every day, but I can tell you there's plenty of times that I didn't move forward that day.
Mm-hmm.
I always, talk about what's my favorite, best workout versus what's just a workout. Like in an ideal workout, I have all these things that I love to see happen. But some days, just 20 or 30% of that is at least a win. Right?
Yeah.
It's just a small first step. And so I would just say, life is just a lot of first steps. And, you take first steps. Sometimes you don't move again.
Mm.
And that's just giving yourself enough grace to be okay with it.
How can someone give themselves grace right now?
Be okay with where you are with this idea of where you want to go.
Mm.
So be okay with where you're stuck, because you're not really stuck. Understand that moving forward is just simply this, go back to this intentional movement. Like, be intentional with what you want to achieve, and then be okay when it takes a few more starts, if you
Yeah.
it's constantly restarting, really, because it's constantly
every day. Yeah, it's restarting.
It's kind of that's like this concept of first step. Like it's about taking the first step and then understanding life is just a bunch of first steps over and over again.
Whenever I have these types of conversations where we start talking about when you wake up, it's like you start over all over again. My mind instantly goes to talking about we're in a simulation, but I'm not going to do that with you, John. I'm not going to do that. But yes, I appreciate that response. Like I do think sitting here with you, I just want you to know, like I have realized, like even with this podcast, like the importance of falling in love with the process of doing this over the last 7 years. And I'm sitting here listening to you. And I'm like, damn, like you really have to love something to be able to continuously show up and maybe not get to the point that you want to get to, or it's a little bit of a ways away still, or whatever it is, but you're still doing it. You're still showing up. So that, maybe we're crazy to an extent.
Yeah. Well, it's back to this, what is your obituary going to say?
Yeah.
What are you leaving? What mark are you leaving behind?
There you go.
And there are plenty of artists, plenty of authors, plenty of musicians, plenty of really talented people who were extremely talented at a young age and weren't recognized for their talent until
they
older
passed.
or after they're dead.
Yep.
Right.
How crazy is that?
It is. But guess what? If they only produced art for the recognition of it versus the passion of it, the falling in love with it, I'm guarantee you that their legacy is the fact that they left something still here when they're gone.